birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dad. Happy birthday to you.
Make a wish, Dad.
I wish for you to go to Whitendale. You're going to do it. We have a legacy. My father went there. I went there. Your mother almost went there.
Here, let me cut you a piece. If it was so important to you, Dad, why don't you just make a phone call?
That would be cheating. In this family, we earn our way.
Nicole is doing great. Her scores are in the 90th percentile, and she's tied for the highest GPA.
Tied with whom?
Parker Williams.
Williams. Close, they'll look at extracurriculars, charities, clubs, things like that.
I'm running for student body president, and so is Parker Williams.
You have to beat her. You have to win. Don't make the same mistakes your mother did.
Can't we just enjoy your cake, Dad?
You leaving?
Yes, Mom.
Coffee for the road.
I'm gonna stop by Joe's.
Can I help you to the car?
I got it. Thanks.
Good luck.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you too.
Hi, vote for Nicole.
Parker for president. Thank you.
Oh, vote for Nicole.
Parker for the people. Hey, Nicole. I just really want to let you know that you're running a great campaign. And if the early votes are any indication, you're a lock.
Thanks, but there's still a lot of votes to be counted, especially from our class.
Oh,
Why did you bring so many donuts?
everybody likes donuts. And they don't get one unless they take a button or a sticker.
I don't think that that's allowed, Mom.
It's a violation of the school's election policy.
Thank you for your input, Mandy. But just because you worked in national politics doesn't make you an expert on high school elections.
They could be considered a bribe.
They're not bribes, they're donuts.
You know how Mr. Harrison is about the rules.
And we'd hate to win on a technicality. Wouldn't be democratic.
Fine. But what are you doing here then?
Bringing Parker her campaign speech?
Oh, so you can write.
I just made some edits.
Wait, Mom.
It was on the kitchen counter. I thought you left it for me.
No, I left it for Dad. He said he wanted to look at it this morning.
Oh. Keep it. Look it over. Use any changes or not. It's your speech.
I wouldn't use those changes. Could be considered cheating.
Would you like a hand?
It's okay. I got it.
Help. You know, I remember 20 years ago, we were going to the school together. Whole lives ahead of us. We were friends. Still could be.
Why did you come back?
Because I love this place.
You only feel that way because you didn't get stuck here going to some junior college. You didn't have some a-hole disappear on you to avoid child support. And you didn't have a father remind you every day what a disappointment you are to him. You took my spot. You took Whitendale from me. You didn't have to. I got it, thanks.
wonder where she is.
We should have heard something by now. I thought she would have texted or called with the results.
Sometimes I think you want this more than she does.
Why do you say that?
Just an observation.
If she's gonna do it, do anything, I just think she should give it her all. Like me.
And that's the attitude that almost took you away from us.
Quit being dramatic.
We came here so that you could heal, remember?
And I have. What else do you want me to do?
I just want you to take it easy. Don't fall back into that all or nothing mindset.
I won't.
Good. Because Parker and I need you. Come in. Love you.
Oh, honey.
You what?
Yeah, you did.
Now she has.
Both of us will get in.
Whitendale has never taken 2 applicants from your school in the same year, ever. It's either one of you or neither of you. Stop that right now. Tears won't help. This isn't over.
I really thought I was gonna win, Mom. Even Parker thought that. She told me that this morning.
That's interesting. I wonder why she would think that.
Mr. Harrison conducts exit polls for his AP classes, and they had me leading the entire time. And all the early voting tallies, they were lining up with the polls. My whole class.
Morning.
She brought Parker's speech.
Flimsy excuse. She was involved in that crooked voting scheme back in Wisconsin a couple years ago, wasn't she? She was. It was all over the news.
I don't think she was directly involved in that.
Not directly. She's too smart for that, but I bet you she knows all the dirty tricks. Have you conceded the election yet?
In one of the closest elections ever in the history of our school. I'm just sorry that we have to declare one of them the winner. But before we call up your next president-elect, I would like to invite Nicole Settle up to say a few words. Nicole.
Good morning. First, I want to thank all of you for voting, whether it was for me or my opponent. Voting is a right that should be taken very seriously and always be done with integrity. That is why I am not conceding the election. I am demanding a recount, which is clearly my right to do by the election rules, Section 4, Clause B, your president-elect. This has to be done right. And I'm not claiming anything nefarious happened. I'm simply asking questions. Thank you.
A little heads up would have been nice.
Well, Nicole wasn't sure she wanted to make waves, but at the last minute, I guess she decided election integrity was more important. We're just following the rules.
Are you doing this because of the donuts?
Donuts?
Principal Ward, Nicole is doing this because we have reason to believe that the election was stolen. Last 20 votes came from.
The students?
Politics is such a dirty business. Some people will do anything to win an election.
What are you implying?
I'm not implying anything.
You see what she's doing, don't you? This is pathetic.
Oh, please.
Ladies, please.
Look, a recount would clear all this up.
Fine.
Okay. That's what you ladies want. We'll do a recount in the morning.
Good. I trust the ballots are in a secure place.
Mr. Harrison keeps them in a locked case in his classroom.
Good. I'd like to be there when he does the recount.
What are you doing here?
Principal Ward has given me okay for myself and Mrs. Williams to attend as parental monitors for tomorrow's recount. I just wanted to know the rules of engagement.
Well, the rules of engagement are to just sit and watch. Anything else? Because I have another class to prep for.
No. I got everything I need. Thanks. Come on.
Mom? Hey, what are you doing?
I was just catching up on some emails.
So, I know we're doing the recount in the morning, but I don't know. I'm kind of having second thoughts about it. I mean, it's not too late for us to just concede, call it off.
Why would we do that now?
Because
Your resume is perfect. We just need this one thing to move you to the top.
I know, but everyone at school is saying that I'm a sore loser.
But you're not. You're the winner. Don't forget that. Trust me. If Parker would have come in second, Mandy would have done the same thing.
How do you know that?
Because I know.
Okay.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, hey. I just got here early, like you. I see you brought your mug of Joe's.
Parker loves it. Has to have it every morning.
Good morning, Mr. Harrison.
Morning, Mr. Harrison.
Good morning, ladies. Excuse me. Huh. Well, what do you know? There were mistakes with the final vote. Instead of 684 valid votes counted, there were 724.
That's more than enough to win.
So with the recount, Parker...
You told me I would do it. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't believe I doubted it. Wow, this is amazing.
Good job. Congratulations.
Nicole! Nicole, can you just wait?
More? Mom, I lost by more?
I don't know what happened. I mean, maybe Mandy stuffed the ballots?
This isn't about them. It's about you.
What's your tone?
Oh, this is humiliating. Everyone hates me more than they did before, and I told you I didn't.
I'm gonna fix this! You have to know, it's not easy for me to come here and ask you this, but this isn't for me. Nicole has sacrificed and worked hard for this, extremely hard. So I'm begging you, showed me, I need your help to get her into Whitendale. Please. I won't ask for anything ever again.
Let me get this straight. Nicole loses the election. and runs the risk of following in her mother's disappointing footsteps. And you expect me to bribe?
A donation
Don't
isn't a
interrupt
bribe.
me. You want me to buy her way in when she hasn't earned it?
But she has. She's earned it more than Parker.
If that were the case, idiot nurse, she forgot to change the tank. Can you get me a new one? It's in the bedroom. Lizzie.
Makes a mistake, and you expect me to fix it? What have you ever done for me? For Nicole?
Okay, I'll do it.
No, you won't. As soon as you get your breath back, you're just gonna call me some miserable loser, right? Don't worry. I'm gonna take care of Nicole. I'm gonna get her into Whitfield. And it makes me happy that you won't be here. Help! It's my dad. He's collapsed. Help! My dad just keeled over. I don't know if he's dead.
Ma'am, are you okay?
Yeah. Please, get here.
There will soon be an...
That was the last promise that I made to him.
I know. And you will. After we take care of Granddad, I'm gonna get us some professional help. I love you.
Well, I'll get your money. I swear. Yes, I just deliver for my clients. Okay, hey, my next appointment just came in. I gotta go. Okay, bye-bye. Hello, you must be Mrs. Settle? Hi.
Hi.
Come on in. First thing I like to ask all of my potential clients is what is the goal that I can help make happen for you and your
Daughter.
daughter?
She has to get accepted into Whitendale.
Ooh.
You can make that happen, can't you?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I've had plenty of kids get into prestigious colleges all across the country. So looking at her profile, she seemed to be an excellent kid.
Can't pass on. And I want her to get in early admission.
Well, the only option that jumps out at me is a higher CTE score. So if she retakes the test and increases her score by 10%, she should be unbeatable.
Let's make that happen.
Okay, well, it's $4.99 for the DVDs or access to the online course. And if she does not increase her score by 200 points, there's a money-back guarantee.
I'll take it.
Great. I'm just throwing this out there. A lot of parents that don't necessarily have kids as gifted as yours, they sometimes need other options.
Oh, like, how much money? Like thousands?
More like tens of thousands. For Whitendale, probably hundreds of thousands.
Oh. Wow. Well, yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, most people can't. So you should be very happy and super proud that you've raised such an exceptional young lady.
Thanks.
It was actually an admissions counselor. And it is weird. She already scored in the 90th percentile.
Do they know something we don't? You need to take it again?
You said I didn't.
I just hate for you to miss out on another opportunity to boost your chances for Whitendale.
Well, it's good enough for the other colleges I applied to, so.
Just think about it, okay?
Sure, Mom. I'll think about it.
What is wrong with you? Why is your score so low? How could you do worse?
I thought I did well.
I'm not paying all this money and spending all this time so your score can drop. Right, honest, I don't know what to do.
I'll do my best.
Your best isn't good enough right now. We need more time.
This is a pretty fancy place you invited me to. I haven't been to a joint like this in a long time.
Well, I wanted to do something special to show my appreciation for all your help.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This is, as they say, above and beyond.
It's my pleasure. So, Nicole has been following your program religiously. I'd love if we could move her test date and give her more time.
We'll just push it back till summer.
That won't work. It has to be early admission. But I was thinking a man of your stature could work his magic and get her in somewhere.
Oh, that's a big ask. At this point, especially with all the test centers fully booked, and you do have a limited budget.
Is there, something else I could do to motivate you to pull every string you have?
Well, what'd you have in mind?
So you'll do it?
There's an administrator that owes me a big favor.
Good.
Plus, I just so happen to be free the rest of the evening.
The deal is pay or play. You get Nicole in, we play.
Why can't we go after dinner? I know a place.
I have plans. But I promise you, I will owe you big time. Great news.
Make sure she's ready.
Yes, of course.
Okay, good luck.
Thanks for the call.
What's going on?
Bill was able to move your test. It's now Saturday the 5th.
But Mom, that's the day after the big junior senior party at the Foster's Lake House. You knew that.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to miss it. You need to be well rested.
But Mom, please,
You have no idea how hard it was for me to move this date. So you're not going to some stupid party. That's final. You should be grateful that you have more time to study.
Thanks. God.
Yes. think I'm keeping that date, think again, sleazebag.
Yeah?
You've done the work, and now it's time to perform.
I wish I had as much faith as you do.
Cut out that loser mentality. You're gonna do great.
I'm gonna do great.
Repeat it until you believe. All right, well, don't stay up too late, okay? You gotta be ready to tackle tomorrow.
Okay.
I love you.
Love you.
Addition to our family.
Welcome home to the twisted mind of VC Andrews.
Nick, I'm surprised to see you here. I didn't think you'd come.
I snuck out.
Look at you with the rebellious streak.
I know. Now, like, literally all I can hear is my mom screaming at me, being like, get home now.
Well, here, have a drink. It'll shut her up.
God, I'm just so ready for this all to be over. Did I tell you my mom, like, pulled some favor with her college counselor?
Stop. You're not doing that. We're not going to talk about tests or colleges tonight. Let's just have some fun. Together. We sort of had to. My mom, she has this heart thing. She doesn't really like to talk about it or tell people about it, but she's had to reduce the stress in her life.
Why isn't she avoiding my mom better?
I know.
No, seriously. Like, what even is their problem?
Each other. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bottoms up. Good morning. Here, my mom said you need to take these pills ASAP. Do you remember last night?
Uh-uh.
You were pretty drunk. I offered to take you home, but you made me swear not to. So I brought you back here and you just kind of passed out.
It's like a blur.
You ready to go?
Oh my God, the test.
That's today?
And Lacey.
That's ridiculous. She'll just be happy Nicole is okay and Parker did the responsible thing. Did the anti-nausea pill work? Oh, poor girl. A lesson learned, right?
How does she have anything left? Huh.
Inside shower.
Teenagers, am I right? We did some stupid things when we were her age, too. Just glad Parker was there. Hey, I never got a chance to pass along my condolences. Losing a parent is never easy.
Save it. This is so typical of you, riding in here, all heroic and nice, when you're gonna get exactly what you want.
I was just trying to talk to you, as a friend.
You're so manipulative.
Why are you getting so angry?
Parker got Nicole drunk on purpose.
Like that.
Spare me. You haven't changed one bit since high school. You have to get to the test.
But I can't. Like, there's no way, Mom. Like, even if I make it to the testing center, like, my head.
Nicole.
I'm so sorry, Mommy.
You've destroyed your future. And for what? Some party?
It's not like I can, like, press reset or clone myself. I let you down. I let Granddad down.
It's okay. We'll figure this out like we always do. You're obviously in no shape to take a test today. Go lie down in the living room.
Down the hall, first door on the left. Give me 1 second and I'll get you signed in. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Nicole Settle.
Could you remove your glasses, please? Well, sign and find a seat. We'll be starting in a few.
Thank you.
To our family.
Welcome home to the twisted mind of VC Andrews.
You left us in an attic for 3 years!
Stay for a while.
Is this where you keep the misbehaved?
You think I don't know what went on up there?
Including all 4 parts of Flowers in the Attic, the orchard.
You have destroyed this family!
Lifetime Movie Club.
It's not like our family's plagued with dark secrets.
Watch now.
Oh my God!
MTV's Ridiculousness is moving to Mondays and Wednesdays.
Oh man!
With all new episodes back to back. Get ready to fail in love with Monday and Wednesday nights.
I didn't see that coming.
Ridiculousness. All new Mondays at 8 on MTV.
Find me somebody.
Whatever Sanika wants, Sanika's gonna get.
It all starts right. Are you going to fire me?
Quan is wasting my time.
Match Me Abroad.
What are we having for dinner?
What are you doing here? You need to leave.
I just wanted to come by and see how the test went.
You could have called.
I like to keep things personal.
Don't touch me.
And we had a deal. Pay or play, remember?
Yeah, well, I lied. So get the hell out of here before my daughter comes out.
You know what, speaking of your daughter, she's a pretty sharp dresser. Looked real good in red. I was at the test center today and I saw her. Something was off, though. I mean, she looked a little older. Not in a bad way, just older, sexier.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you know. Your daughter's chances of ever getting into Whitendale with a single phone call. Of course, that would be jail time for you, fraud. And you'd be guaranteeing Nicole never gets into any college anywhere in the country. That would be terrible.
What do you want?
Just what you promised me. And to keep quiet about the test, $9,900 cash. You know, you got to keep it under 10K, otherwise the bank reports it to the IRS.
Money? You want money now?
You put my enterprise at risk.
Enterprise? All you do is profit off of parents' desperation to do right by their kids. So don't talk.
Oh, yeah.
I just need some time. It's not like I have extra money sitting around in some account.
I did my research, okay? I know who your daddy is. Was.
If you knew anything about him, you'd know that he left me with nothing.
I don't really care. Get the money.
I need a week.
I'll give you 3 days, okay? Meet me at the Sands Motel Tuesday night, 10 o'clock. Bring that little hoodie, okay? The little red one.
Mom, what's wrong?
Nothing. I'm happy.
What happened? Why are you so happy?
You aced your CTE, 98th percentile.
How? I didn't even take the test. I don't understand.
You had a clone after all. It was me. I took the test.
What?
Well, you were in no shape to take it. I had to do something.
Those aren't my scores.
Of course they are. Your name is at the top. And the reason I scored so well is because I was working so hard with you hand in hand. You would have scored the same.
No, you can't know that.
Do you know what this means?
It means you cheated, Mom.
No, it means that you are the student that Whitendale is going to look at first. You're in the lead. We should be celebrating.
I don't want it this way. I want to earn this.
Because of Granddad?
Yeah.
On poor people who couldn't afford their mortgages. So spare me the sermon about earning it the right way. I have been putting my neck out there for you because you decided to get drunk. You should be thanking me for single-handedly saving your future. So, where's my thank you?
Thank you.
I hope you don't mind the interruption.
We were just taking a test. I hope everything's okay.
Yes, yes. In fact, I have very good news, and this will only take a couple of minutes. I want to take this opportunity to recognize one of your students. This morning, we were notified of her incredible achievement on her CTE test. Nicole Settle, congratulations on your CTE score. 98th percentile. Outstanding. Well, get up here. Now, we know this semester hasn't been the easy or remarkable. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Come on, class. Let's give her a hand.
Hey, Nicole. So I don't get it. You were so sick. How did you do so well on that exam?
I got a second wind, I guess. I don't know.
But you could barely even walk. Like,
Okay, Parker, like what? Are you saying that I'm lying?
no, geez, calm down. I was just wondering. Look, I'm sorry. I know that it's been tough with your mom, but
Parker, I just want to say thank you for taking care of me the night of the party. You and your mom didn't have to do that, but I really appreciate it.
yeah, no problem.
Hey, Fleety.
Guess what? Nicole almost got a perfect score on her CTE exam.
The one she took when she was hungover? I don't believe it.
I know. And by the way she was acting at school today, something's not right.
You can say that again.
You know, now I'm thinking about something that she told me at the party.
Did she tell you his name?
Sorry to keep you waiting. It has been a busy day. I take it you are Mandy Williams.
Hi there.
Bill Yellen. Come on in.
I've heard about what you did for Lacey Settle and her daughter, Nicole. I was wondering what you might be able to do for my daughter.
You and every other parent at Lincoln Grove.
I was thinking Parker needs to take her CTE again. Nicole came to you and landed an almost perfect score.
She did. It's because she took my online CTE prep class.
I don't know if Lacey mentioned this to you because it is kind of embarrassing.
Was it?
So for her to be super hungover, and I mean hugging the toilet all day hungover, makes it all that more impressive what she was able to pull off. Lacey mentioned some kind of special favor you did for her.
Really?
She didn't mention exactly what it was, but I was just wondering, was it money under the table?
I mean, I'm sure you're not suggesting something illegal.
Oh, of course not.
Okay, good, because there are things that can be done legally, like what we did for Miss Settle. I know a test administrator very well, and I can definitely think of a couple of things that we can use to grease the wheel, so to speak, get her in a last-minute session, if that. A little one-on-one time, just you and me.
Excuse me?
One-on-one tutoring time with your daughter.
No, you mean one-on-one sex with me. And don't even think about my daughter. How dare you?
Okay, this is definitely a misinterpretation. I think maybe you better leave.
Yeah, maybe I should. Creep. Stay away from me.
Hi.
To our family.
Welcome home to the twisted mind of V.C. Andrews.
You left us in an attic for 3 years!
Stay for a while
Is this where you keep the misbehaved guests?
and binge all the family favorites.
I think I'm pretty.
We are brother and sister.
You have destroyed this family!
Lifetime Movie Club.
It's not like our family is plagued with dark secrets.
Watch now.
My things are only real.
Well, well. Come on in. So where's my red hoodie?
I'm wearing something red. It's underneath.
Oh, I like that. First things first, money. See, I told you you had it. Perfect. Yeah, it seems like every parent at Lincoln has either called, emailed, or stopped by looking for my services. I even raised my price on the course, and not a single parent even balked. Well, except for one, but she was just looking for details on us, so.
Who?
Amanda? Or Mandy, and her daughter,
Parker?
Parker.
What did she ask?
Well, she knew that Nicole was wasted that day. Didn't think she could have scored as high as she did. But don't worry, I got rid of her.
No, you didn't. Not Mandy. If she doesn't think Nicole's test scores are legit, she's not gonna stop.
Wait, she's gonna keep digging on us? She's gonna dig on me?
Excuse me?
Yeah, if this woman's gonna be a big pain and a big headache to me, don't you feel like you owe it to me? I'm gonna need at least $5K, maybe, every month.
What are you doing? Are you crazy? Are you trying to kill me?
That didn't work very well, did it? Why don't we have a little fun, huh? Why don't you show me that red thing you got on underneath your coat?
You scared me.
I thought you were staying out tonight.
Oh no, the party was a dud, so I just came home.
Okay. Well, night.
Okay, good night, sweetie. I love you.
Love you.
What's wrong?
I don't know how to tell you. You're gonna be so mad at me.
Well, you better tell me now before I hear it from someone else.
I bombed the exam in Mr. Harrison's class. The one that's worth like 50% of our grade for the semester.
What does this mean?
That now the best I can do in his class is a B+.
That'll kill your GPA. How could you let this happen? Just when you were pulling ahead with the CTE.
I thought I knew it, but we just spent so much time studying for the CTE, I didn't have time to study for this.
How could you do this to us?
I'm sorry.
I'd like to make a purchase of whatever you have in there.
Try this.
Thanks.
There will soon be an addition to our...
You mean that stupid magazine?
Ooh, fantastic, yeah.
You know I don't care about that stuff.
You love all eyes being trained on you.
Now that we're all here, can we get started?
Hey, Parker.
Hey, Lauren.
What's up? What can I get for you?
You know my regular.
The usual.
Extra
I got you.
foam, please.
Okay, okay. And our cupcakes are fresh. So, straight out of the oven, they're still warm.
Actually, can I get just a little bit more foam?
Sure thing. Coming up. extra foam.
It's perfect. Thank you.
Miss Williams, can we see you for a minute, please?
Sure.
We need to search your bag.
Why?
It's just routine. It'll only take a minute.
There's nothing in there but school stuff.
Good.
What's this?
That's not mine. I've never seen that before.
Then how did it get in your bag?
Somebody must have put it there.
Today was insane. You know they searched my bag and locker too?
That must have been so scary. Are you okay?
Yeah, but I just cannot believe Parker. She's like the last person I would ever think to do that kind of thing.
Well, I'm not surprised. The way her mother pushes her.
I mean, Mom, she's in like major trouble. They suspended her and she's facing expulsion.
She'll be fine. Her parents are going to hire the best lawyers money can buy. And why on earth would you be worried about her?
She has a heart condition, Mom.
Really?
Apparently that's why her and Parker moved back here. I don't know, that's just what she told me. I just can't imagine how stressed out she is right now.
Well, stress is never a good thing for someone who has a heart condition.
Where did you go this morning?
I told you, I went to the bank.
You're sure you didn't go to the school?
What?
Mom, just be honest with me, please. Did you have anything to do with this?
Nicole.
Please. Just promise me you didn't plant those drugs on Parker.
I promise.
No.
All right, well, go study.
Okay.
We're not gonna let this destroy your life.
But how? I've already been suspended. I'm not gonna be able to get into any college that I want to go to.
We know that, honey. And that's why we're fighting it.
We're gonna find out who put those pills in your backpack. We're not gonna let them get away with this.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a long body.
Apologize? No, absolutely not.
What do you mean? This is about my daughter's reputation. We took her to a lab, she passed the drug test.
Maybe they were never intended for her use. Have you thought about that?
She's not some dealer.
Mrs. Williams, I want to think the best of Parker as well. But we have a policy.
Screw your policy. Why was Parker targeted?
Targeted? She was never targeted.
She said you picked her out.
Yes, because we were informed that there has been drug use and distribution among the honor students. They've been using
Former parent or student.
It was an anonymous email.
So you act on every email that gets sent to you?
Yes. If it's related to drugs or weapons, I do. Are you okay? Can I get you some water or something?
I'm fine. Lacey, what are you doing here?
I'm here to talk to Principal Ward about the illegal search they conducted on my daughter.
She was on the list?
Mm-hmm. And quite traumatized, too. I heard about Parker. I'm looking a little peaked.
Just need to eat.
I know that we haven't been the best of friends, but if there's anything that I can do, just let me know.
I appreciate that, Lacey.
What's wrong? Whitendale is sending a rep to the college fair, and they want to have a meeting with you. Only you.
Just me?
Yes, just you. You think they want to meet with Parker? She's a criminal.
I've requested to stay local more, but they still need me out on the road over the next couple of weeks so I can help transition some personnel. Got to stay overnight in Tampa this weekend. Sorry, honey.
It's okay. I'm just gonna be sitting around at the house anyway.
So nothing out of the ordinary happened before school?
It was a normal day until it wasn't. I left the house, went to get my coffee at Joe's, and then met up with my friends at the quad.
Wait, you went to Joe's? Why didn't you tell me? I asked you to give me every single detail.
Should you really be doing this?
You mean trying to help Parker?
I mean, should you be had any more episodes with everything going on? What happened?
I got a little lightheaded after speaking with Principal Ward, but I took my pills and everything's fine.
Mandy.
I'm okay, Sean. I promise. I can do this. So, did anything suspicious happen at Joe's?
No, I ordered, I picked up my coffee, and I did some work and then met up with my friends at the quad.
Did you ever leave your bag alone?
No, it was with me the whole
time to do it. But in a public place like that, it could be anyone.
In a public place like that, there's bound to be a security camera somewhere.
There will soon be an addition to our family.
Welcome home to the Twist.
I appreciate you doing this.
Yeah, of course. We love Parker. Anything to do to help.
There. Reverse it, please. And can you slow it down a little?
Yeah. 1 second.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And do you have footage from outside? Can we follow them to see what car they're getting into?
We don't cover the whole lot, but let's see. That doesn't show us very much. Here, let me make you that copy.
Okay.
Mom, the cops are here.
Parker, don't say anything to them, not without your attorney.
Mom, they're not here about my case.
Ma'am, we're homicide detectives.
We're here about Bill Yellen.
The admissions? I don't know how much good I can be.
Well, we've been working through his calendar, and a couple witnesses told us that you and he had quite the heated argument the day of his death.
Argument is a stretch, but I did raise my voice when he implied he'd help my daughter if I had sex with him.
Must have made you angry.
I haven't seen him since I left his office.
Where were you 2 nights ago?
Here, at my house.
Can anyone confirm that?
I can. And my dad. We stayed in, had dinner, and watched a movie.
Thank you.
That's all?
That's unless you have something.
Bill has another client. A friend of mine.
Mom.
What's her name? Why do you want to attend Whitendale?
It's part of my family's legacy.
We have a lot of legacies applying. What makes you different from them?
Well, what makes me different is...
Stop. That's the second question in a row you answered with well, and then repeating back the question.
You told me to do that.
Not on every single one. You sound like a robot. Who's that? Can I help you? Hi, we're looking for Lacey Settle.
That's me.
Do you know Bill Yellen?
I know Bill. Is something wrong?
He's dead.
What happened?
Oh, he was murdered 2 nights ago.
That's awful.
It was at the Sands Motel off Highway 10. Do you know it?
Only by reputation. What do you need from us?
The nature of your relationship.
Professional. Strictly professional.
Well, we heard you might have had a more personal relationship with Mr. Yellen.
I mean, we had dinner together. That doesn't make me a suspect, does it? I mean, the work that he did for Nicole. She wouldn't have a shot at Whitendale if it wasn't for him.
Did he ever ask to trade sex for the services that he provides?
Certainly not. have you been talking to Mandy Williams? Is she the one that gave you my name?
She did, but we would have got here soon enough. You were a client.
Okay. I don't mean to talk bad about anybody, but Mandy and her daughter are jealous. Her daughter just got busted at school for drugs, and now she thinks that she can say or do anything, like calling me a slut, to steal what my daughter has earned. But I never thought that she'd know if he took advantage of you. The only thing he did was get her into a different testing site. He didn't ask me for anything at all.
Where were you Tuesday night between 9 p.m. and midnight?
I was here the whole time with my daughter.
Yeah, me and Mom just hung out here all night.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for your time.
You were not here the other night.
I was only gone for a little while. I told you, I went out to the store.
No, you told me you were at a party with your friends. Why can't they be your alibi?
Because I don't want everybody knowing our business. Too many questions. Better to keep it clean.
I know, but what if something we said contradicts or something?
You think I could have killed Bill? Or had something sexual with him? Is that what you think of me?
Was he the guy that was here the other night? The one you were arguing with?
No, that was just the neighbor complaining about the... Just calm down. We don't want to have an unhealthy reaction like we did before the CTE test, remember?
I know.
Okay?
Okay.
Good. All right. Why do you want to attend Whitendale? How about this one?
Yeah, that's fine.
I think it needs to be more professional. We don't want to give him a reason to say no.
Mom, if this doesn't work out, you would still love me?
What kind of question is that? Do. Past, present, and future is because I love you. Now, you just need to walk with confidence and carry yourself like you own this and that they will be missing out if they don't allow you into their school. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Mom.
Okay. Ooh. Red. Power color.
There will soon be an addition to our family.
Welcome home to the twisted mind of VC Andrews.
You left us in an attic for 3 years!
Stay for a while
Is this where you keep the misbehaved guests?
and binge all the family, including all 4 parts of Flowers in the Attic, the origin.
You have destroyed this family!
Lifetime Movie Club.
It's not like our family is plagued with dark secrets.
Watch now.
Kirk and Tammy Franklin host The One,
We are here to help.
the new dating show all about fun.
Don't be nervous.
I'm not. You're making me nervous.
Okay. You ready? Let's do this. Hello.
Hello.
Mandy, what are you doing here?
Just having a nice chat about Parker possibly attending Whitendale.
Oh, no offense, sure, with your high standards that you would never allow a suspended student with drug charges hanging over them.
Planted. The drugs were planted in her bag. Parker's never had any troubles before. She passed the drug test, and I have security footage from Mugga Joe's of a girl in a red hoodie who walks past her bag and puts drugs in her backpack.
Huh.
I was just showing Devonna here the footage. Would you like to see it?
No, that's okay. I'll take your word for it. But does that mean that she's out of trouble?
Charges have been dropped, and Parker's suspension lifted. With an apology from the administration.
Oh my God, that's great. Isn't that great?
That's great. I mean, we never believed anything.
Well, any score that puts someone in the top 5% always catches my eye. But we want a well-rounded applicant, and both Parker and Nicole are excellent candidates.
Well, Nicole has quite the resume. She's on track to graduate with honors. She's an officer in American Academic Association, and she's volunteered for the Special Olympics. Whitendale is her only choice.
Well, I'd like to hear from Nicole why she'd like to attend Whitendale.
Attending Whitendale would mean everything to me. It's almost been this like unattainable goal that just pushes me to do great things and be successful.
Yeah.
The right way. So if my CT...
What are you doing?
I didn't take that test.
She's kidding. Of course she's kidding.
My mom took the test for me.
That's ridiculous. How could I even take a test? They ID students before they go in.
She dressed up like me.
Like in a red hoodie? What other lengths would you go to get what you want, Lacey? Plant drugs on my daughter?
You don't know what you're talking about.
Mom, you took the test for me and that's the truth. It's not worth lying about anymore.
And don't stand there with that smug little smile thinking that you're better than me, because you're not.
Never said I was.
She doesn't mean any of this. She's just nervous.
Mom, it's okay. Look, Granddad was awful to you, and I'm sorry. But he was right about the fact that attending Whitendale is something that needs to be earned.
That's bull. No one ever gets by their own merits. Everyone games the system. Everyone uses what they have to their advantage. They make friends just to betray them when it benefits them the most. And if you don't, you lose.
I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Would you like us to come in with you?
Oh, no, that's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, sweetie. But our home is a safe space for you. Just know that.
Thank you. And I'm sorry for her and everything and just not saying anything sooner.
It's okay.
Yeah, I know it couldn't have been easy for you.
Thank you for the ride. Mom? Mom?
That's bull. No one ever gets by their own merits. Everyone games the system. Everyone uses what they have to their advantage. They make friends just to betray them when it benefits them the most. And if you don't...
Trying to keep up with our suspect in the Yellow murder.
Did she confess?
Her daughter did, well, to the fact that her mom took the CTE for her.
I think that's enough reason to kill him? To keep that secret quiet?
That's enough reason for us to go and ask her about it.
Let's do it.
Mom, are you down here?
Parker? Parker! Parker, what happened? What's wrong? Oh my God, baby, are you okay?
I haven't seen her. Not since the college fair, I swear.
Do you think she could be a danger to herself or others?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think so.
If you say yes, we have more options with how to proceed.
I can't say that. She would kill me. Well, not like kill me. She would never hurt me. My mom loves me, I swear.
If there's something you need to tell us, please. That's why we're here.
I can't. She's my mom.
Look, if you hear from her, call me. We need to speak with her.
Okay.
Have a good night.
There will soon be an addition to our family.
Welcome home to the twisted mind of Lacey Andrews.
You locked us in an attic!
They deserve this. I love you so much. I just can't let her win this time. Parker pick up?
Have you lost your mind? What do you want? I'll give you anything. Just please don't hurt her.
You turned Nicole against me. She's all I have.
Lacey, I didn't.
Everything that I've done was for her. And she betrayed me for you. For Parker. Now, you took Nicole from me? I'm gonna take your daughter from you.
Hey!
Watch yourself. I don't want that heart giving out on you just yet. I want you to stick around long enough to watch.
You're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. I know you must hate me to do all of this, but I just don't know why.
You stole Whitendale from me. And a lifetime of grief from my father. He hated me because I was never good enough.
I'm sorry he was that awful to you, but they just said yes to me and no to you. That wasn't my call.
I should have gone to Whitendale. I should have had the DC job. I should have had the loving husband. I should have my father's respect. But you've seen to that.
No! No! I won't go to Whitendale.
That's a lie.
I never really wanted to go there in the first place. I just want to go to state so I could be closer to home, be closer to mom and dad. If you let us go right now, we won't tell anyone about this. And I promise I won't attend Whitendale.
You do this now? After all these years of high school, you decide now to tell me this? After I've completely blown up my life? After I killed Bill? After I let my dad die? After I planted those drugs? You decide now to tell me this? That none of this... What are you doing here? You shouldn't be here.
Mom, let's just go. Leave them here, okay?
No, it's too late, Nicole.
Mom, please, we have to leave. Let's go.
No, it's too late, Nicole. It's too late.
Help her!
Oh, no. Don't you dare die on me, Jake. Go with me.
No.
Stop. She is not going to do this to me. No. Get away from me. No, let me go.
No, Mom, you can't do this.
Nicole.
It's not worth it.
Don't. No. Get off of me.
What are you doing?
Go with me.
Freeze. Don't move.
Freeze!
Drop the weapons.
Hands in the air now!
Turn around. Turn around.
Nicole. Did you call this? Why are they taking me? Nicole! Nicole! No! No, God, no!
Got it.
About what I want.
You did it, baby.
Your turn.
I got into state!
Anything you want to say to your mom?
Hi, Mom. I hope you're doing well. I miss you and I love you.
That's time. Pencils down.
Why are we even bothering?
Will be perfect.
None of us have probably never scored perfect on nothing at no time.
But luckily, for you, for all of you, I have.
মুখ দেখে শুকনো শুকনো
আমরা বুঝতে পারতেছি আপনার হয়তো বা এই কালারটা চয়েস হয়নি। দেখেন আরো অনেক রকমের চয়েসের কাপড় আছে, আপনারা যেটা
ঠিক এই কাপড়েরই
সেম কোয়ালিটি আছে।
রোলিং অ্যাকশন। খালাম্মা আপনাদের মুখ দেখে মনে হইতাছে আপনাদের শাড়িটা পছন্দ না, কিন্তু এরকম সেম কোয়ালিটি আমার কাছে আরেক পিস শাড়ি আছে। এই বাইর করো। হ্যাঁ এই যে দেখতেছেন শাড়ি, এই যে হ্যাঁ
ওইভাবে নিবা,
এইভাবে নিয়ে
কিন্তু ক্লোজ সুন্দর হবে না, যাতে ভুলগুলো না বোঝা যায়।
আচ্ছা আমি এবার করছি, এবার করে আমি এবার করছি। হ্যাঁ 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 রোলিং রোল অ্যাকশন। খালাম্মা আপনাদের মুখ দেখে আমি বুঝতাছি সামনে
যাই যাই, সমস্যা নেই, নো প্রবলেম। আপনাদের মনে হইতেছে এই কালারটা আপনাদের চয়েস হয়, ঠিক আছে। আরো অন্য রকমের দারুণ দারুণ সব কালার আছে, এই যে দেখা, এই দেখা